We first noticed our plumbing problem last July. We had sort of a torrential storm and we got about 8 inches of rain in an hour, some crazy storm of the century, and our basement through the floor drain backed up about maybe 8 or 9 inches of water on the floor. We came down the stairs one morning to find that. Next, we called our local plumber, who came out and attempted to fix it. He spent about 8 or 9 weeks in our home. I think he was just a little bit in over his head. I think what happened was he did a Band-Aid solution, and we continued to have the problem. Every time we would get a moderate to heavy sized rainfall, our basement would flood through the floor drain. And so we decided that, this is not a way that we want to live. So we did our research online and on Angie's List and Better Business Bureau, and we had about 4 different plumbers come through and gave us different bids and different options, and we ended up going with Scottish. The difference between Scottish and the other companies that we had out here was the time they took to educate us as the homeowner on what our problem was, the different solutions that were available. It wasn't just one, and they really wanted us to understand the process so that they weren't just coming in and performing the work and then you're kind of left in the dark as to exactly what is the issue and what's going on. So they were out maybe 3 or 4 times at our home and presented us with 5 or 6 different proposals and solutions, different budget options depending on what our budget was, and we went from there. They walked through each one of the options with us physically, showing us what would happen, how long it would take, and why it was a solution, what would make it work differently, and what would make our flooding stop. So that really impressed us, and we felt very comfortable choosing a solution that was within our budget and would be a permanent solution to our issue, so we don't have somebody back out here in 6 months. My overall experience with Scottish Plumber has been wonderful. I cannot say enough good things about the crew that has been in my house, the last week. I have a small child, so we're kind of homebodies here, and they come in and they're part of your family for that week, and they've been very professional, very polite, very courteous. But for the noise outside, you wouldn't know that they were here, really.